What?
No.
What weird? Is that how we're going to start? You know what? That would be a thing. We could have weird. Yeah, I like that. We can just have weird noise thing.
Well, I'm like, I have separation anxiety. You know how your dog whines when you leave the house? I'm whining because our third guy is not with us tonight. So I'm looking at an empty chair.
Oh yeah, it's just you and I.
What's that? In absentia, like when they give the Academy Award. Yeah.
I'll give his speech. You know what he said? He said, "Fuck all you little people. I'm better than all of you, and I deserve to win this Oscar. And for all the people that lost, eat my balls."
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, does you think Mark wants us to tell everyone that he's got the shits right now?
No, let's keep that on the QT.
Keep it on the QT. Yeah. Don't tell anybody that the reason Mark is not here.
That he does not have explosive diarrhea, as far as we know.
What did he say? I saw one of his texts. He goes, "I'm not taking a shit." He goes, "My ass is crying." Yeah, I don't know. I think he went out someplace fancy to eat. Right? Remember he was talking about that on Sunday?
Oh, you think he has food poisoning?
No, remember Saturday night he went out someplace fancy to eat.
Okay.
And he was telling us about it, and it wasn't that good, or I don't know. It was really expensive.
Yeah,
it was really expensive,
but not good.
I thought he said it was okay, but it was kind of expensive. And then all of a sudden on Sunday, he didn't go out with us after golf.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Because he had the poops.
Right. Oh, that's after he made that great putt, right? And then it's the last we saw of him.
I don't remember. Yeah. Wow, you know what? That's weird. He made it like a 40-foot putt.
Like 40-foot putt to
win.
Which was that was to beat you?
To beat me.
Oh wow. Yeah, he needed. Somehow he has an uncanny knack lately for pulling that 18th hole. He beat me out of the sand that one time, and he only had one shot at it, and he pulled it off. So, but unfortunately, there was no more super press, so he's gonna have to earn it the hard way.
Yeah, but ultimately, the terrible thing is after he made that putt, he was so excited.
He shit his pants.
We can't say it. Hold on,
Okay.
He's going to be so mad when he hears that. He
doesn't listen to this.
No, hold on. No, he's going to listen immediately. As soon as we post it, he's going to listen and say, "Oh, I bet those guys told us that I shit my pants." He did not. Mark did not shit his pants.
Okay.
Okay. There's no way Mark. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I didn't smell anything. I didn't see anything. So.
Yeah, but I had a bad feeling when he was texting me all day yesterday, just telling me about his bowel movements.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, he is not going to be here. And you know what I didn't think? I probably should have just said, "Don't worry about it," and we should have found a backup. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seemed like he was on the fence, like, it was possible he could have shown up. And
I don't think he's on the fence. I think he's on the toilet.
Okay. There was a fence in his backyard near the toilet.
That'd be terrible. All right, let me ask you a question. I'm going to say these words for you. 3 words: mutual suicide pact.
Bad idea.
How do you think those always end up?
What he goes? Okay, I'll go. You go first.
Yeah,
I changed my mind.
Yeah. So no, I was just thinking about it. Like how many times have you ever heard of a mutual suicide pact where it actually happened?
Thelma and Louise. That's it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't really plan that out. They were just driving, right?
They were driving. They were escaping from the police, and they just at the last minute seemed to, just say, "Hey, we're just going to go for it." And obviously, they knew they weren't coming back. But it has to be mutual. You mean you have to have 2 people, right? Because I was thinking of Roadhouse, the original one, where he goes out into the sea, like he's going to get arrested, and he goes to he's on the big surf in Australia, and then he goes out and he doesn't come back.
That's not Roadhouse.
The first Roadhouse. Oh, not Roadhouse. I'm sorry. That's Point Break. My bad.
You love Point Break.
My bad.
No, you know what I was thinking? That was a funny thing because they came out with an idea. They approached, I don't know, I think Gina Davis about doing Thelma and Louise 2.
Oh yeah, she was in the original one,
right? And she
said she's 75 now.
Yeah, but she said that would be one of the obviously that was a great movie. She would do that again, but they couldn't, and so she said somebody approached her, and she said, "Hey, they died at the end," and he goes, "Oh, we can figure out a way around that." So what would it be like Grease, where the car goes down and then all of a sudden it just goes. I got chills. They're multiplying.
The last scene where they show him going off the cliff, so they would cut to the same scene, and instead it would land gently like another cliff right below it. It would just stop.
Or they do like a Tom Cruise thing. They show it going off, but then what they don't show is the doors open.
Yeah.
And then they rolled out right to the edge.
Yeah.
And they still look like they're gone, but there was another ledge. There's always right. There's always another ledge.
Exactly.
And then one of them's holding on, and then they grab the hand,
and the other one's holding on to the other one.
Right.
Exactly.
And then, poosh, Thelma and Louise 2, The Revenge.
I don't think you have Thelma and Louise 2. It's like, isn't it like 20? When did that come out?
That was a long time ago, dude.
Remember, wasn't Brad Pitt in that movie? That was one of his first movies, right?
Yeah. Didn't he get to bang?
Yeah, he was a little boy toy. He was like the cowboy in that movie. And
didn't he have like a little threesome with them?
I think he was banging one of them, but not. So Susan Sarandon, she was the other one, right?
Yeah. You know what? In my mind, he got them both.
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever.
that was a long time ago. Is that a movie you'd ever watch twice?
Nah, I can't remember what even the theme of it was. I just remember like at the end they're being chased by the police because that's obviously a famous scene, and I don't even remember the plot of that movie or anything. So
Yeah, I think they killed a guy.
oh, okay, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
but they were in trouble for something, and
Yeah.
So.
But you know what? Now I think of Roadhouse. They kill lots of guys in Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And nobody ever gets arrested. They just walk away.
Yeah.
If they were smart, they could have just parked the car and just walked away.
Right.
Right? Because nobody ever gets arrested in a movie. I don't understand.
Yeah, there's no consequences. There's no court dates. Like usually in real life, if you even assault somebody, you're going to court for the next like 2 years. So don't show like the court. They should show like the court appearances, the continuances you get. The judge isn't ready. My defense counsel's not ready. So we'll continue.
Would that be that'd be the best Law and Order?
Yeah.
Nothing actually happens. They just walk in and say,
continuances,
we need a continuance. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
And they just walk away. And then the next scene, they go to commercial. Yeah. Then the next scene, it's like, sir, we're waiting for a witness.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Tomorrow morning. And they just constantly, nothing ever happens. It's the really shitty real law. That would be it. Real Law and Order.
Real Law and Order,
where absolutely nothing happens.
Extreme boredom, waiting in the courtroom for the judge to show up.
Right. And then instead of asking questions, they're like, hey, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. This is like, sir, did you do this? No. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure I didn't do it. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, no other questions. Yeah,
So years ago, I mean, the last time I actually went to a court, I think it was for like something traffic related, and I had to take the day off of work. I had to go downtown, which is extremely obviously inconvenient, and I just remember I think saying something to the judge along the lines of like, why does a grown man have to take the day off of work to explain to another grown man with a college degree and a law degree, the nuances of driving on the road.
Didn't you just pay your ticket?
I did, but the point was I kind of berated him because because it was just so ridiculous.
Wait a minute. You berated the cop?
But the judge, not the cop. Yeah, I mean.
So wait a minute. The judge who could give you a bigger fine.
He can't give me a bigger fine. All I could do is just he could admonish me. Obviously, I'm not going to be held in contempt of court because I'm not going to do anything crazy. But I made it be known that the whole thing was just really silly. That it was very unproductive. This whole process. Of course,
Wait, did you explain to the judge?
Yeah.
That his job was stupid and useless. Is that what you did?
No, I didn't say that. I just said the whole mechanism of like why I got that ticket. Obviously you can't win those cases anyway because even if you plead not guilty, what they're going to find you guilty 99% of the time unless there's just some extenuating circumstances.
Hold on, what did you do?
I can't remember what it was. It was like some minor traffic violation.
But you did it.
Yeah, I did. I probably did it, and but I can't remember what the exact dynamic was. But at the time, it seemed. I know it's not a defense. Like, you can't keep it up with the flow of traffic is not a defense. So
wait a minute. You do. Hold on. You are number one. You are a shitty driver, and you drive way too fast.
No, I'm actually been driving slowly lately, but it's funny. So I do remember this. Like, I think a couple of the defendants before me tried to do that. Like, I was keeping up with the flow of traffic, and of course, he immediately shot down their arguments. I think the only times that someone's ever won one of those cases is when they had to like come in. Like I think the judge actually saw their car, like it wasn't even physically capable of going over like say 50 miles an hour because like the cop had him at like 65 and like say a 30, and the argument was my car is not physically capable of going over a certain amount of miles.
So and that's the Steve Martin John Candy.
Oh yeah,
sir, do you believe this car is worthy of being on the road? Yes, yes I do.
Yes.
Yeah. So wait, so one guy got away with it because he said his car couldn't physically go that fast.
Yeah, so the police, had him clocked it going X amount of miles, and then they basically said, my car doesn't go because there was something wrong with his car, and sure enough, they somehow they managed to like test the car, and it didn't go faster than a certain. I mean, this wasn't my case or anything, but I just read this.
Is this to get out of a speeding ticket?
Yeah, something with a speeding ticket or something.
So wait, this guy gets a couple $100 speeding ticket. Yeah. And they test his car to see if it'll go that fast. What did he do? Did he get in and go, that's it? See?
No, I can't remember the dynamic of what they did, but he actually won because, like I said, his car actually couldn't go over a certain amount of miles. Like, I have a smaller car, so I mean, I could drive it fast, but it would literally, I would be scared to drive it over, like, say, 75 because it's a tiny car with a small engine. So, I mean, it's not like a Dodge Hellcat, So, I mean, if I went like 75, that's probably the top end.
That's not your problem.
Speed.
Your problem isn't going fast on the highway because you're a terrible driver and you don't go fast on the highway. You go too slow. Your job, your fail is you go way too fast on surface streets, and you do. I'm telling the truth.
So that means I'm not driving you to the outing?
No, you are. No, I told you I'll never let you. Look, there are people I'm never going to get in the car with again. You're never going to drive me. Usher's never going to drive me. Gosh, I can't. That's pretty much it.
I just rented a nice 1979
I don't want
station wagon.
Callahan driving me either. He's too jerky, like slamming on the brakes and hit the gas, slamming on the brakes, hit the gas. Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I like being driven places. I feel like I'm being chauffeured. I'll go in the back seat.
But you see, you've earned that by being a shitty driver. That's a thing.
So I'm being rewarded for my ineptitude.
You are.
Saying. Oh, okay.
You are. Yeah, because I think I let you drive once.
Yeah.
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 We went to Wisconsin once.
Did we make it there?
Yeah, but we made it so slow. And you do that weird thing that I hate when people do that they're driving. You're driving, but you look at me when we're talking. So I don't want to talk to you when you're driving because for some reason you like to look over at me and stare at me while you're driving.
I was having some separation anxiety. I just wanted to make sure you were still there and I wasn't talking to myself.
What was I going to do? Roll out of the car? What am I, Thelma and Louise? I'm not going to roll out of the car, man. I just don't. Yeah, I just think you're a bad driver. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm pretty sure everybody thinks you're a bad driver.
Yeah.
All right, so back to mutual suicide pact.
Yeah.
Okay? They never end well.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I've read about a few of them, and it's usually one person offs themselves, and the other person, quote unquote, changes their mind. So
okay, you ready? I got one, and this is funky, and you could tell right away that this is never going to go well. Okay. First of all, it's in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of Mormons.
A lot of Mormons. The girl involved in this, the one who made it, her name. Oh man, her and her friend, and her name is Heavenly Faith Garfield.
Yep, that's already 2 strikes right there. But anyway,
right, right. I mean, at this point, no one named Heavenly Faith Garfield. I mean, she's probably.
I'm getting a cult vibe already.
Right, exactly. So her and her friend got an idea.
How old are they?
I'm going to say 18, 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the whole world is too much for them to handle,
Yeah.
right? And they plan this out. They make the suicide pact,
Right.
and they get a gun, right?
Oh, okay.
Which is a terrible
Oh,
idea.
yeah, okay,
right?
so, yeah,
that's got to be.
it's escalated.
Yeah. There's no way this is going to work.
So it's not even like pills or carbon monoxide.
No. And what they agree on is Heavenly Faith Garfield is going to be the one to whack her friend.
Oh,
yeah,
well, that's murder actually.
Yeah,
that's not suicide. That's murder.
Well, she's going to whack her friend, and then she's going to kill herself.
She's going to whack herself.
Yeah.
That's called murder suicide. That's not a suicide pact.
Well, I mean, they're both okay. Yeah. They both want to. They both don't want to be part of the world anymore.
But couldn't they just buy 2 guns and then face each other and say 1, 2, 2.5?
You know what I'm thinking?
I changed my mind.
Here, I'm thinking Heavenly Faith was not as into this as her friend, right? So she's just like, no, I'll do you, then I'll do myself. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. I'll get around to it. Yeah.
Not an issue. Listen, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to immediately be so unhappy and so sad that you're not here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be more sad. I'm going to make sure I whack myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was just a murder. It was just a murder. But it was so weird, right? And she said because it was so awful and so horrible that she couldn't kill herself.
Yeah, of course.
And then this is what I thought. This is what I just thought was weird. Wouldn't that make you want to do it more?
Well, I mean, look at it this way, too. I mean, obviously she's in trouble legally, so she's going to spend decades in prison. Oh, yeah. Regardless, right? So, I mean, she can't argue self-defense or...
Hold on. She's trying to get out of it.
I changed my mind defense?
She's trying to get out of it by change your mind defense.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, isn't that... I always thought that was... when I saw that, I was just like, don't do this. Number one, terrible idea, right? Terrible idea.
There's some bad ideas.
You're 18 years old.
Yeah, you got the world. You got your life in front of you.
Right.
Whatever minor problems you have, you know what? Get a legal name change. That would be step 1. Yeah.
No kidding.
Change your name to Nicole or Deborah or something. So.
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of already in the bad zone with Heavenly Faith, right?
The only people get away with those names are like the children of like celebrities who have like godly sums of money where it doesn't matter because they live in a bubble anyway. So you could have stupid names like Apple and Zephyr and other Northwest and
I don't know, man. I actually
shit like that,
I actually think if you're I wonder how many kids of very famous people end up like ODing or doing that crazy stupid shit. We hear a lot of it. Yeah.
I
mean, if you had unlimited, this is the funny thing
that's
I
the
say
problem,
to everybody.
unlimited money, yeah.
If you gave me at 18 years old unlimited money
with unlimited time on your hands,
right? I doubt I'd make it to 20.
Yeah.
If I was even a baseball player, or whatever. If my parents were loaded, if somebody gave me a contract and said, "Oh, you're getting $100 million to play baseball," yeah, I'd probably have like 3 weeks. I would. I would 3 weeks. I'd just be like, you know what? This is it, man. I have got an unlimited amount of money. I can buy as much cocaine as somebody has in their possession right there. I mean, unless they're Pablo Escobar.
Are we talking like Scarface Coke where you just dipping your head in it and you got the little dot on your nose?
Yeah, I mean, unless I'm going to the supplier, as long as I'm buying it from one of his buyers, I have unlimited money to do anything I want with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what would stop me. I mean, at 18, I was pretty stupid. I have to admit.
Yeah.
I was a pretty, I mean, I'm no fucking genius right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like I just wasn't that bright at that age.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're impulsive. I mean, I can't even imagine, having those unlimited money and unlimited, options. Yeah. I mean, chances are you're probably going to make some bad decision at some point.
Oh, there's no.
Even if it's not drugs, it's going to be something else. So.
There's absolutely no chance I wouldn't make.
I thought you were going to just regrip your golf club. That's what I thought you would do.
Yeah,
with a really nice one.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? The beginning of the show is brought to you by Plockman's Mustard, creating the highest quality mustard since 1883. Try our over 20 unique mustards and mustard mixers. Plockman's Mustards, the original mustard. Yeah. And since we're already here, I can do this. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and happy Decency Day.
I like that.
It's funny because I would never celebrate Decency Day, but here is what decency is. Are you ready?
Sure.
Decency is all about active listening, better understanding, and compassion.
Empathy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any of those things, but it seems like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty decent.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we all have a reasonably good opinion of ourselves. We don't. I think even people
like a fake opinion.
Well, I think even people who are like, unless people lack complete self-awareness, I think most people think like, hey, I'm a quote unquote I'm a good person, even the ones that probably are not. So actually, it's funny. The ones who probably are not good people, they probably have a higher opinion of themselves than the ones who actually are good people. That's the ironic thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've said this a million times, but all those people that do shitty things, they do 100 shitty things and then do one nice thing.
Yeah,
and then they're like, well, I gave $1 million to charity.
Yeah. Well, chances are they're not doing that even. I mean, they're just like
so it's $100 to charity, and they made it to $2
park
million.
in the handicap spot, throw trash out the window, leave 1-star Yelp reviews, want to talk to the manager all the time. Yeah, they're just toxic people. I think people like that. I think everything they touch turns to shit. I mean, literally every relationship they're in, every interaction with strangers is just nothing good ever comes with people like that. Some of those people, I think we all know who we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's like they just exist. And you just you can't legally do anything to them because unfortunately we live in a free society, so they're free to they're free to be assholes, but we're free to treat them like assholes. In general,
yeah. What though? I don't ever think it's too much work to treat an asshole like an asshole. It's too much work on my part.
Yeah,
why? It's just so much effort. I'd rather just
leave them to their own devices.
Because there's nothing that there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
That could stop someone from being a bad person.
Yeah, and the things, even if you sat them down and talked to them, of course they would vehemently disagree with everything you said.
Mutual suicide pact.
Okay, starring you.
Yeah, you go first. Yeah,
exactly,
you go first. Yeah. I'll get myself right after
you.
I got it. All right, Teddy, it is time for your tips.
Huh.
Yeah. All right.
Or in this case, tip.
Let's see. Ted's tip. Ted's tip is brought to you by Steak and Shakes. Steak burgers and handmade milkshakes since 1934. And don't forget, every day from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is happy hour. All shakes and drinks are half price. Now, since Mark is not here, I have a very, very short that I just thought about when I did this. You ready?
Sure.
Oh, wait, wrong side.
Oh.
Ain't no sunshine when Ted's tips, and he always tips every time we do a show. Every time we do a show. Man, that's a great song. That's all I got.
That is, yeah.
I literally wrote that in 13 seconds.
Isn't that Bill Withers?
Bill? How do you know who? I'm not even going to argue that because I know that you're right. I hate you so much. I really do. All right. The world's shortest song. Okay. Here's your tip. Ted, we need your help. We are back in the office full-time for about 2 months. We work in the accounting department of a large company that currently trades on the New York Stock Exchange. Ted, these are big-time people. I did actually look it up. From where this person is from, there's a lot of big-time companies.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's almost like so it's not like a financial company, but it's more like it sounds like a consultant firm, like a Deloitte and Touche or Accenture or whatever. What's the other big beer? Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. It's a consulting firm.
I'm getting that vibe too.
Yeah.
The problem is our supervisor is really old school, and he wants us in a suit and tie for the men and old school business attire for the women every day. We don't see any clients or outside people. We've been trying to get him to relax, help us, And then this one, she adds this. Mark, I love your songs. Have you ever thought about doing any country songs? Carly, 26, Houston, Texas.
Hey, Carly.
Can I answer for Mark? Go to hell, Carly. I don't do country music. No, I can't. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing. Yeah. I'm sure he can do some has he done a country music song? Because I was going to ask him.
He's kind of got a country music vibe when he sings other stuff, so I guess in a
okay, I'm sure he's probably done. Oh, I know for sure he has. So now Mark's going to listen, and I'm going to get shit on because I didn't remember that, but he has.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Didn't he? I think.
I don't know.
Yeah. Is that that's not a country song.
Old Black Betty, Jam-a-Lam, Ram-a-Lam.
You know nothing about. You are worse at music than I am. All right, so help Carly out and her friends.
Yeah. Her coworkers.
And coworkers, and get this guy to stop making him. Could you imagine wearing a suit and? I mean, you wear sweatpants to work.
Sometimes, yeah. Or in the summertime.
You just came from work and you're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, but because it's cold outside. But in the summertime, I wear shorts. I mean, I wear like athletic shorts and like a golf shirt. Yeah, I mean, I dress casual because we don't see any clients either. But if we did see a client, of course, we would dress business casual. But like I said, it's our job's kind of the same as this. Where
is business casual underwear?
Yeah. Thongs.
Sir?
Pasties.
I don't know what more you want. I'm wearing underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought I was wearing underwear, sir. I will wear underwear tomorrow.
Are you on a Zoom call? Yeah, unfortunately, every company has that one micromanager where they just kind of run amok and kind of make stuff up. So the first thing I would do is check, what does the employee handbook say? Does the employee handbook say you have to dress in
Ooh, I like that.
Suits for men, old school, dresses or slacks for women. So if it doesn't say that in the handbook, then, if it's not there, then it's obviously going to be construed in the favor of the employees. So is this guy just unilaterally making this up, or is it actually part of the company, credo or ethos? So that's my first question. Assuming it's not, okay, so if that's not in the company handbook and this guy's just kind of doing this unilaterally because, he still thinks it's like 1965 or something,
Oh, Mad Men.
Yeah, thinks it's, what I would do is, kind of going back to my tip from last week, this is going to be a little bit risky. You obviously can't confront him directly. I mean, I guess you could, depending on how many people are.
Like a challenge to a fist fight out in the parking lot?
Yeah, so let's just say, okay, says, blah, blah, work in an accounting department. So she didn't say how big her team is. I guess
one. Oh, my God, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. I guess one option would be. Oh,
my God. I honestly thought you were going to say how big.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so I was just gonna say,
oh my God,
I would say if there's less than 5 people in your accounting department, I would say don't confront him because you don't want to get put on like a performance improvement plan or get on his shit list. Because usually people with small minds like that are of course easily offended, right? They hold grudges. They're not really good leaders anyway. So that's not a good idea. Now, if you had, say, like 10 people or 15.
It sounds like it's bigger. I mean.
Yeah, so if it's like a big department, let's just say, what's a big department? Like 10, 15 people?
I would say at least, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you could somehow coordinate between everybody and like maybe just write, an email to him or just like talk to him informally and just as everybody, it would be hard for him to collectively punish everybody, because he'd probably get in trouble, So
so you're just thinking about what would happen if it didn't work. Would she get in trouble?
Yeah, but if they all collectively, so you can't have one person approach this guy because that could backfire. But if you had everybody collectively approach, he would be hard pressed to justify. What's he going to do? He's going to write up 15 people because they hurt his feelings.
Because you can't get written up for asking to not have to wear a suit and tie.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying like I guess he could say no, but they could obviously point out if he's a reasonable person, but maybe let's assume he's not a reasonable person. So that's one option. Let's just say it's a big department, 10 plus people. Go up to him collectively. I would first do it like in person, like to say, hey, Joe, we want to meet you in the lunchroom. We want to just talk to you informally for a few minutes. And that's when you kind of give your spiel. This is why we shouldn't have to dress in business.
Is this like one of those Italian movies where he walks in and you lock the door?
You can't leave now. You can't leave. Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't use physical coercion against people these days because it's against the law.
Well, no, listen to me. Hold on a second. Ted's wrong. Yeah. Things are only against the law if you get caught.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
No, I was going to say if this was like the 1800s, you could just gently take him out back, tie his feet around the horse, and have him just dragged across the field until he comes to his senses. And then, of course, once he's more amenable to suggestions, then you could gently say, sir, we respectfully would
How long do you think you could last being dragged by a horse? You'd have to literally change your mind in 3 seconds because you'd be dead in 10 seconds.
Well, there's a sense of urgency, obviously. So, so he needs to move quickly.
So that's one of those things where as you're tying up his feet, you're like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work very well for you. So any last words?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming these aren't unionized people. It's probably the private sector. I'm guessing. Yeah. So there's no union to go to. Here's so this is a novel suggestion. It's a little risky. Okay, get one of like their friends and have them come in as quote unquote a fake consultant to come into the office.
Is this what your fallback now? Just fake consultants?
Yeah, because he comes in and he's dressed casual. And just say, I'm from corporate office. I'm here to just do some type of blah blah blah. You just make something up. He's obviously he's well dressed, but kind of unverifiable. And then he could just basically.
Wait, shouldn't he be not well dressed? Shouldn't he be
casual
dressed?
Yeah, casually dressed, but like well dressed, but casual, the way they want to dress. And then he would come in and just say something like, we've done some logistic studies here. We found that there's more productivity in the office if people are allowed to dress a little more casual.
And it has to be,
more productivity.
And your boss has to be dumb enough to fall for it, not ask for any identification, not ask like where in corporate office.
Yeah, I mean obviously you'd have to.
Doesn't that seem a little stretchy?
It is, but I'm saying you'd have to come up with something that's depending on how deep he goes into it. I mean, obviously you could say he's from how big. If it's a huge company, he could say I'm from some obscure department. I'm from another part of the country. You can come up with something. I'm just saying. You have like a fake badge or something if you want to push it that far. And just basically the consultant will say along the lines like, okay, everyone's doing a good job. Oh, by the way, in terms of it's like the last thing you bring up in almost a casual manner. Oh, the dress code. You know what? I think we need to relax the dress code here because studies have shown that there's actually more productivity in the office when employees are allowed in a business casual environment. And plus, you're in Houston, Texas, where it's fucking hot and humid all damn day. So I can't imagine being in a full suit and tie, even if it's an air-conditioned office, because, I mean...
Is this going to be your fallback now forever? Just
no,
a fake person
just
that comes in and lie? So anytime we're in a setting now, you're going to have a fake person come in and pretend.
Can we kill him? Okay, then.
Wouldn't it be...
Can we time no horse and drag him across the field until we talk some sense into him?
What if we just threatened to time to a horse? What if we went outside, let's say you had picnic day, right? Yeah. You set up picnic day. You get a horse. And you get a rope.
Of course.
Right? And you're just like, hey, you know what would happen? This would be terrible if somebody got tied to this horse and got dragged through the streets of Houston by accident. Wouldn't that be the worst?
For at least 20 minutes.
Right. And all I want to do is wear a polo shirt during the summer.
And
that's
shorts,
all I want.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the PGA Tour, right? I mean, they got to wear pants. Like, I get it.
Ted, you got to wear pants to work.
Yeah, but like the Live Tour, you wear shorts, and you know what? They're still playing good golf, right? I mean, so there's not stopping them from hitting the golf ball, is it?
I honestly thought you would just tell them to like rebel and all come in casual.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Yeah, but I'm saying, but talk to him first. Like, so the bigger the department, the better it is. So the bigger the department, the better it is. Talk to him, and then but that's a good idea. Like, and if he says no, maybe just as a sign of unity among the workers, come in business casual and see what he does. Is he going to write up 15, 20, 30 people for something trivial like that? Especially if they're not seeing clients, So, or you can circumvent him and go to his boss, who might be a bigger dick than him. But he might not be. I don't know.
Oh, man. Do you really want to go above? Ooh, man. Go over somebody's head. That's a tough one.
Well, it depends.
I would rather like
stage
like a boycott.
Yeah.
And
or come in, like I said, as a sort of solidarity. Everybody come in on the same day wearing, like well-dressed, but shorts and a T-shirt. Not a T-shirt, but like a collared shirt, And then when he sees the productivity.
Tank top, gym shorts.
Yeah. When he sees the numbers are still adding up at the end of the day. So obviously it's much ado about nothing. So, in fact, I was reading something on Reddit the other day, so it was actually funny. So a worker, he actually worked in a factory. It's not really the same analogy. So he's working in a factory. So his boss demands that he stand up while he does whatever repetitive task he does. So he sat down because I guess his back was hurting. So he sat down, and I guess like his station still was the most productive out of all the stations, even though he sat down versus standing up. And I guess his boss said, hey, he didn't care about the end result. He just said, oh, you were sitting down the whole time. And he goes, so basically the worker said, so basically I completed the task, and exceeded the task, but because I wasn't uncomfortable enough doing it, that's your gripe. Because, so basically you're doing your job because I'm not uncomfortable doing it. That's the issue.
So you better be careful. If her boss is listening, he might say, go ahead and dress business casual, but everybody's got to stand up. You can't sit down anymore.
We'll take away their bathroom breaks while you're at it. As long as we're being a petty tyrant there.
Whoa, and that's what it takes to. I don't know. Yeah.
Or you could put belladonna in his coffee.
I knew you'd go right back to poison.
I wouldn't. I don't recommend that.
I work at a school, and I don't go to the bathroom. I say potty. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm an adult man who says potty.
So, on an unrelated note, I guess some woman who she's I guess she's Asian. She's married to like a army officer. I guess he was suspicious that she was poisoning his coffee. So he actually set up like a camera in the kitchen, and sure enough, she was taking bleach and pouring amounts of bleach into his coffee, and then he caught on to it, so he pretended he was drinking the coffee, but he really wasn't. But I guess he was stationed overseas, so he waited until he got back to the United States because I guess they lived together. They had a kid, but they were in the process of filing for divorce, and then he basically turned her in, and she only got she got like 3 years probation for attempted murder.
Is that all you get?
That's what she got. And
wait, hold on.
And it was per his request. It was like he basically wanted her to not get prison time.
So why didn't he just divorce? I don't.
Well, he was going to divorce her, but I guess
divorce
he
her.
asked for
why
leniency.
even bring any of that stuff up?
Yeah. But I'm saying, well, I mean, you would think the divorce proceedings would go in his favor now, since she tried to kill him. So.
Oh my God!
Like the guy in Utah, like he knew his wife was trying to poison him, but he stayed. Like she tried to kill him like before that, like a few months before, and a lot of people say, well, why didn't he just leave? Just move out of the house. So obviously,
true love, Ted. It's true love. It's true love. Even you know what? True love can go through poison. Well, that's about it. Yeah, not in a mutual suicide pact. Yeah, as long as somebody else goes first.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't make it. So.
All right. Oh man. All right. Carly, I hope you don't take Ted's advice on this one. And bring in a fake person.
That's obviously the last one.
Yeah.
But I think get the team together. The bigger, the better. Just go to your boss and talk to him. Worst case scenario, maybe just go
the horse. Go with the horse.
Go. Drag him through the public square. Put him in the pillory. Flog him. Throw eggs at him. Tomatoes.
You know what?
Scarlet letter. All that good stuff.
That might not. I tell you what. Why don't you just steal his lunch or something?
Yeah.
Just steal his lunch every day.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Until he decides to do that.
Yeah, I guess there's a ways to kind of sabotage, but how do you correlate like getting them what they want versus what you're going to do to him? Like say, do you slip him an anonymous note and say, hey, you know what? If we could just dress business casual tomorrow, all this will stop.
Your ham sandwich won't taste like piss.
Exactly.
You know what? If we can dress business casual tomorrow, your turkey sandwich won't taste like my balls.
All those cat pubic hairs you've been ingesting unbeknownst to you will stop.
You are
mysteriously stop.
Oh man. Okay. So I'm going to introduce our guest. I have introduced a lot of guests. Okay, a lot of guests for this show, but this I think is going to be the coolest one I have ever said because I want you to listen to all of this stuff. Our guest this week is Brad Petrinec. You ready? He is the vice president of the North American Charitable Beard and Mustache Alliance, and this is my favorite thing I think I'm ever going to say on this show, the president of the Murder City Facial Hair Crew.
Okay,
that is just about the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm intimidated.
Brad, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
It's going really
Thanks for
well.
welcoming me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having me. This is cool. You guys are.
Thank you.
You've got a lot of good banter going on.
And, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed with your mutton chops and your beard, of course. That looks good. So.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No
Yeah, I change it up a lot. I hold the title for Great American champion of the Dali mustache, but I said since I can't compete this year, I figure I'll just grow out whatever I want.
Is that because you won too much? Is that because you won too much and then you have to take a hiatus?
Well, it's because I'm hosting this year.
Okay, gotcha. Conflict of interest.
Oh, so you can't do that thing where you walk up and you're like, as a former champion in 2018, this is clearly good enough, and everybody else came in second.
Yeah, that's actually what I was planning on doing. So.
Oh man. See, all right, and listen, if you need a way to do that, just write into the show for Ted's tips, okay? And Ted will figure out a way to do that either with a fake person, a horse that drags someone through the square, or poison.
Yeah.
I like the horse idea. Yeah. I think we should go for the horse idea.
Go old
we
school.
could just drag all the other competitors
with
the horse.
Yeah. Little vigilante justice.
Do you see how this thing is going to catch on? People are going to be doing this. There's a lot of places where they raise horses, rural places.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be a lot more draggings.
There is.
I feel like that's a thing. All right. So Brad, this is really cool. You guys are basically, this is what I kind of figure. This is like the hair Olympics that you guys are going to be having.
It totally is.
Okay.
Or like a dog show.
Oh my! No dog shows. Oh my God!
Best in show. Yeah.
There was
it's probably Best in Show is great. That's a fantastic movie,
dude.
And it's basically Best in Show with humans.
Nice.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome. Okay, so on September 21st in Detroit, Michigan, you guys are going to host the Great American Beard and Mustache Competition.
Yes, and it's presented by Honest Amish. I have to put that in there.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that, and they have that's a company that does like beard stuff, right? Like
yeah, beard oils,
care.
soaps, balms. They do a bunch of great stuff.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Then, we actually have a lot of sponsors. Natural Viking is another one. They're also beard care.
Yeah.
Go
to Marshall's TJX. You can see there's always that one section where it's like the beard oil, and it's just specifically for beard and mustache care. So. It's very popular.
Hold on a second. I can't even. I literally have never had a beard in my life.
Can you even grow a beard?
Oh, you should. Oh, you got to grow one.
Listen to me. I cannot grow facial hair. I've seen the different kinds of beards, the different kinds of things. I had the no mustache goatee thing. What is that?
Just the goatee, not the whaler where it's going from up here all the way down.
Yeah, so just on the chin. And
so it's just a goatee.
No mustache. Yeah, they had a million.
You weren't special. You weren't special.
I cannot grow facial hair. Okay, so tell everybody, because I found out about this about 6 months ago. So what is the Great American Beard and Mustache Competition?
So, well, it's just that. We have 27 different categories. Actually 28 categories, because we have a barber category as well. So there's like 9 different full beard categories. I think there's 6 different mustache categories. We have partial beard categories. We also have 4 different fake beard categories for women. So it's open to anyone. It's all ages, and it's going to be a great time. We throw a local event every year called the Circus of Whiskers. We won't be doing that this year because of Great American. But that one has less categories, and it's a lot of fun. Anything goes. People dress up. They come in. Dudes come in Speedos or less. Women come in, like we have a burlesque show.
Okay.
Like it's really anything goes. So actually last year, our tiebreaker, we had this game where you're jacking off this like fake wiener, and it's filled with water, and whoever gets sprayed in the face first loses.
Okay.
So, no. Brad, you're doing it wrong. They win.
Well, they should have. You know what? Oh, man.
Crack the code.
Well, next year, because we're not going to do that at Great American, obviously.
Right.
The Great American's all ages, so it's going to be family friendly.
Gotcha.
But there'll still be a lot of weird stuff. Like if you actually look at our website, there was at least one. Well, there's usually multiple people in Speedos.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's always a good time. People like to have fun. It's all about the camaraderie, and it's all about charity as well. Sure. I don't think we've mentioned, but we're raising funds. All of the proceeds are going to 2 different local charities: the Detroit Animal Welfare Group and 6 Feet Over.
That's great.
So one's for animal welfare, the other is actually a suicide help.
Okay.
Oh, that works. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, for your suicide
prevention.
Suicide packs are the worst thing in the world. Don't do it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, don't exactly.
Don't ever do it.
That was unfortunate timing.
But if you do, your family can contact 6 Feet Over, and they'll help you out.
Okay.
Oh, that is really cool, man.
So I got a question. So I'm actually beard challenged myself. I mean, I can grow facial hair, but nothing is as impressive as you. So if you shaved completely and you're just clean shaven, how long would it take you to grow what you have right now? Like with to cultivate that.
The mustache would take me probably. So my mustache is it's pretty long.
Yeah.
This would probably take me a year, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, because I do trim it.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here, like everything below the mustache,
Yeah.
I've just been growing since like December, I think.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
I
and I have trimmed it too.
Gotcha.
So.
I am so jealous right now. I literally, I let my hair grow. And people actually come up to me and it's like, "Oh my God, you're dying tomorrow." Oh, that's so sad.
So when I was in high school, I remember this. Maybe you were that guy. There was always that one guy. I was like a sophomore, and there's a kid. He's got a full beard, and he's like 15. He looks like he's 30. He looks like D-Day from Animal House. He looks like he's 35. And I'm like, come on, man. So
So in high school, I always just had the little chops, just like this. Okay. That's all I could grow back then.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, then I
hit your stride.
Didn't stop.
Hit your stride after that.
We had that guy, Ray Fuller. It's amazing that I remember his name. Ray Fuller had a full ass beard. He came to school sophomore year with a full ass beard, and I immediately my dick got like 3 inches smaller. I was just like, oh man.
Of course you got emasculated.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He's older than your dad.
Yeah. I mean, so as a 14-year-old, he had more facial hair than I have right now. Oh, that is so sad. All right. So how many people actually compete in this in the different categories?
So the Great American, in 2018, there were 360 competitors. Yeah, at last in 2022, I'm not sure how many there were, but it was quite a bit less. But it was also in Snowbird, which was a resort in Utah, actually right outside of Salt Lake City.
Oh, that's right. I heard of that place.
It's in the mountains, so it was hard to get to.
Yeah, I was going
to
say.
And it was right after the pandemic.
And
so
logistically, yeah.
Yeah,
Logistically, it's got to be a tough place to get to. So.
And last year you guys did it in Florida, right?
That was nationals. That was
nationals.
So there's actually this is where it gets weird. There's actually two different North American competitions, right? So there's nationals, which is every year, and it's put on by just one group. It's just a company that puts it on.
Oh, okay.
And it's it's cool. It's for charity now. It used to be quite a bit different, but one of the facial hair clubs, actually the Austin Facial Hair Club, took it over along with some other guys, but yeah, they do a really good job with it. But that is more kind of for beginners, really. Yeah. It's for people that are just getting into competing in facial hair, and also I think it's a little bit more for like the influencers. Great American is put on by the clubs, right? So there's a group called the North American Charitable Beard and Mustache Alliance. That's what I'm a part of. So Murder City is a part of the alliance, along with about 60 other clubs all over North America. And we all back this competition. So it's like for the people, by the people, right? Gotcha. Like we're all putting it on, we put it together, and it's for us and it's for everybody, right? Like we want everybody to come, but this is where the real bragging rights come, because you're getting judged by your peers, and it's sort of like, what is it, the SAC or whatever that the actors do?
Oh, the Screen Actors Guild Award.
Yeah.
They're voted by their peers. Like yeah, they're by their peers.
So wait, so the judging is done by the people in the competition?
No. We have 7 different judges.
Oh, okay. So how do you get to be? Can you have a hairless? Like I'm basically like I'm basically like a 10-year-old boy.
It's like you got alopecia. Yeah. You're hairless.
Yeah. So how do you what kind of criteria is there to be a judge?
It depends. so for Great American,
does it involve jerking off the wiener? Because I will win.
I smell a bribe. Yes, I smell a bribe coming.
No. So for Great American, we try to be a bit more serious with it. We want actual professional judges. So it's people that have been in the competitive bearding community for a long time, that have done big things with the community. It could be presidents of different clubs, people that organize a lot, people that compete and win a lot. But it's people that we trust and that we see doing good things in the community, and we know they have a good eye for what they're looking at. And sometimes you'll have like a celebrity judge. Okay. We're hoping to get a celebrity judge this year, or sort of a celebrity judge, but we'll see. They're kind of hard to contact.
Who's that one guy? He's always on those Xfinity commercials. Jason Momoa. He's always got like a good beard on him. He seemed like he'd be a good celebrity judge. I can't stop watching him.
If you got his contact info,
Brad, that's
we're looking for.
So that's the kind of thing Ted always says. He goes, you know what, you should have on the show. I said, who? He said, Jason Momoa. I said, yeah. Okay, you know what?
That's a great way to do it.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll text him because I got his number. Okay, so run us through. Let's just say there. Give us one category. Any category you can think of right here. Go ahead. Give me anything.
Yep. Let's talk Dali Mustache, since that's what I'm.
Okay. So
you're talking to the champion. So.
Okay. So Dali Mustache. So what are you looking for if you're judging? What are you looking for in the perfect Dali mustache?
So first off, you want it. You've seen Salvador Dali's mustache, right?
Yeah. It's got the little curl on it, right?
It goes straight up.
Straight up. Okay.
So there are specific rules to the Dali mustache. So I'm actually going to pull them up. So if you go if you go to our website and you look at categories, you can actually see all of the categories we have with their descriptions. So you go under mustaches, and we're going to go down to Dali mustache, and I'm just going to read it off to you and tell you what I'm looking for. So first off, there's prejudging. So prejudging is supposed to make sure that they fit into the proper category. So for Dali mustache, it's slender with the tips curved upward. Only hairs on the upper lip may be grown out. The styled Dali mustache may not extend over the eyebrows. And if you take a look at greatamericanbmc.org and /mustaches and scroll down to Dali mustache, you'll see Samuel L. Jackson with a Dali mustache.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, great. So you see what it looks like. So first thing I'm going to look for, make sure it follows the rules, right? Now, Salvador Dali, there were times, and being someone that's competed in this category, there were times where he would actually shave down a little bit under his nose. So it was a real thin, like pencil thin mustache that went across and then went up. So that's one thing I look for. Oftentimes guys that compete in this, they don't do that. They won't shave it down. They'll just have it, their regular mustache and going up with it. So honestly, it's subjective, right? Facial hair and art and all of that is totally subjective. But there are certain things you're going to look for. You're going to look for cleanliness, make sure there's no like stray hairs flying out. You're going to make sure that they're following the rules, and then overall style, right? Like make sure, like oftentimes guys really get into it. They'll dress the part and they'll come on stage and they'll have a personality that really just their stage presence is just insane, right? And that's another thing that I usually take into account.
Right.
But not all judges do.
Right.
So
now I've seen your picture from the 2018 I've seen your picture from the 2018 championship. That is very
so famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that is very unique. Okay, so let me ask you this. I mean, do you have an automatic winner when somebody comes in and they have the perfect Tom Selleck Magnum PI mustache? Does everybody just bow down? Because isn't that like one of the most iconic mustaches of all time?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
yeah. No, I'm saying the same thing.
We all love the Tom Selleck mustache, yeah.
Yes, it is. But it depends on their category, right? Yeah. So they would probably be in the natural mustache category for the Tom Selleck. And yeah, I mean, if Tom Selleck walked in with his mustache, and was it Tom Selleck? Was he wasn't Magnum PI?
No, he
right?
was Magnum
PI. So if he came in with his Detroit hat and his Hawaiian shirt,
he would.
Hell yeah, he would win.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, here, Brad. Why don't you get Tom Selleck to do it?
Dude, I would love to.
Here, you know what? His show is about to get canceled, and he needs a little bit of money to keep his. I think keep his ranch in Utah.
Relevancy.
Yeah.
So we don't pay our judges.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Everything is volunteer based because it's a charity event. We do have sponsors, and that's to pay for the venue and other things.
Yeah.
We do give a little bit of a stipend to the judges to help with travel expenses,
sure.
But we don't actually like pay them.
Okay, here's what I would do. I would not tell Tom Selleck that. I would fake
dangle the appearance fee,
yeah.
but don't actually give it.
Right.
Bait and switch.
Just say last year our judges got, and they give him some insane amount of money, right? Just give him some. Say last year our judges got $1 million. Don't ever promise that he'll get it, and just say this year we didn't have $1 million. We did not. Yeah, we were just. You just couldn't do it.
No, yeah, we didn't. We did not come close to that. So we've actually donated $1 million over like the past 10 years to charity.
Yeah,
so
great.
Wow,
yeah,
no
doing
way.
a good job. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean that's over 10 years.
Yeah, it's still pretty good though.
It's a long time.
Yeah,
but maybe it wasn't 10 years.
Still makes a difference.
But dude, that is
impressive.
really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you're giving stuff back. I mean, and this is completely unrelated. We have a stupid little golf league, and every year I tell these guys, I'm like, we got to donate some kind of money to something that someone in our league is interested in doing, so that we can give back a little something, and it'll kind of offset, all the drinking and swearing and all the terrible things that we do while we're doing that.
Misapplying the scores,
that is really cool. All right, so I'm looking at a picture of the most, and this is the funniest thing. I typed this in, the most influential beards of all time.
All right, who is it?
ZZ Top, the two fellas from ZZ Top.
Oh my God!
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
So when I had a full beard and it was very long, I got called ZZ Top all the time. I don't even have a white beard, and my hair's still. I mean, yes, it's coming in white now, but I used to get called ZZ Top, and then Duck Dynasty when that was a thing.
Duck Dynasty,
I got
that's
called
right.
that a lot.
Yeah. Here's the thing: you didn't stop him from doing that because it's always nice to be mistaken for somebody famous. So you got to ride those, ride that wave,
right.
Ride that wave.
Yeah,
ride the wave. Yeah.
So do you guys have a category? I didn't look at all of them, but do you guys have like a historical category? Because I'm looking at the second most influential beard of all time, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
So that's a whaler.
That's a whaler?
That's a whaler beard? Oh, okay.
It's a whaler.
Okay.
Yeah, he's. I would say he's got the. I mean, so if you go under partial beards, if you're on our website still, and scroll down.
Oh, I gotta go back. Oh, I'm messing up. Go ahead. I'll get to it. So that's a whaler.
That's a whaler.
Yep.
And it's there's we've got names for every style. Bring up other ones. I'll tell you their style.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so awesome. Okay, hold on. Let's go to oh, go ahead.
Here's my question while you're looking. So, do the contestants have to do their own grooming, or what if they would get it like? I mean, is there like an advantage if they get it like professionally done, like let's say before the competition, they go to like the barber shop and get it done up like perfectly, or is there like like you can't really do that since it's like kind of an amateur competition? Would that be an unfair advantage?
So this is not an amateur competition.
Oh.
This is Great American, which is a North American Championships,
right?
And that is allowed.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want to go and get groomed by someone else,
yeah.
But it depends on your category too, right? If you're in the over 18 category, natural full beard, like you probably don't want it groomed. You want it long and natural.
Sure.
So yeah, it all depends. And once again, we do have a barber category, beard barber category. It's more geared towards like etched beards where they're actually like putting designs in your beards, which take them in.
Right.
But yeah, it's going to be cool. There's actually a barber shop inside the venue where they're going to be trimming these beards up while the event's going on. And then we're going to bring them on stage and judge them.
Okay.
So the people actually, you bring in actual barbers, and at that time, there's a competition for them to see what they can do.
Oh, I'm not bringing them in. They are paying to compete. Yeah, they're coming in themselves.
No way. That is so cool.
Yeah, their admission includes two people. It's them and their model, right? So they have to bring themselves and they have to supply their own model, which would be a person with the facial hair. And then they're going to trim it at the event. And I don't know if you've checked out the Masonic Temple at all, but it is I think it's the world's, or at least, I think it's the world's largest Masonic temple. It's huge. It's a beautiful building, very historic, supposedly haunted, which is also very cool. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to hold the event there.
That's awesome. Yeah,
dude, that thing is. I'm looking at it right now. That thing is huge. That is insane.
How many contestants?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, we're just in the basement, but hey,
how many?
It's gonna be cool though.
How many contestants are you projecting for this year? How many contestants are you projecting for this year's competition?
I'm hoping that we have around 300, 350.
Okay, you get a lot of the usual suspects, because I'm assuming that's my other question. Like, how do you prevent like repeat winners? Because I'll just say they're genetically predisposed to grow like this luxurious mustache or beard, so you would think in theory they'd win all the time. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. But usually at the smaller competitions, it happens.
See, yeah.
Nationals and Nationals. So the way Nationals is set up versus Great American, Nationals has a lot more categories, which spreads everything out a lot more thin. They give out a lot more awards.
Okay.
So they have more than 28 different categories?
Oh yeah. So it's much easier to much easier to come home with a trophy if you go to Nationals. If you go to Great American, you've got 27 different categories, but they're not all broken up. Like there's only one partial beard freestyle. It's not broken up into like goatee freestyle and whaler freestyle and all. It's not.
Oh yeah, that's for loot. Yeah. Put it all together for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Like we want these guys competing against each other, and we want to make sure they're the best of the best. We don't want. I mean, yes, we do want to break up some of the categories. Like you can't have a Dali mustache competing against an Imperial mustache. That's insane. Like they're two completely different styles.
Right.
So, but yeah, there are some usual suspects that oftentimes win. But it happens more often at the smaller competitions than the bigger ones like this. Yeah. There's always someone new because, there's new guys growing beards all the time.
Yeah, sure.
So do you have like a best of show like at the end with all the winners and then somebody wins? Oh my God. So do they walk around the stage like a dog show? Do they, or like a bodybuilding thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Flexing,
they come up and they get judged. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like a bodybuilding competition mixed with a beauty pageant mixed with a dog show. That's what you got going on here.
Gotcha.
And I would say the Olympics, but we're not really talented.
So there's no trampolines. There's
no trampolines.
Synchronized.
You know how many broken legs and broken necks there would be if there were trampolines? These guys. I mean, we're filling these guys with alcohol.
Yeah. among other things. Among other things. Yeah.
So it's not just a one-day thing, though, right? It's over kind of the four days.
So the way it works, the competition is one day, but we have registration party Friday night. There's a welcome party Thursday night, which is also an exhibit of a photography exhibit of portraits that were taken at the Circus of Whiskers over the years since the very first one by our photographer, who will also be shooting portraits at Great American. So that's going to be really cool. And then Sunday, we'll have our Alliance meeting, which is where we'll hear bids for the next Great American, which would be in 2026. And then we'll vote on that. And then we'll have our hangover brunch, or going away brunch.
Gotcha. Nice.
I call that going to work the next day. But
so I'm going to give. So I was just thinking while we were talking, I'm thinking of 3 names with impressive facial hair. 2 of them are fictitious characters, so I'm thinking of Zeus, right? Zeus, the Greek god. God. Yeah, Zeus. What type of beard is? I mean, that's like a full beard.
That's just a full beard. Yeah, that's
attention.
A full beard.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking of Paul Bunyan, the famous lumberjack, right, with the lumberjack beard.
Did Paul Bunyan have a whaler? I can't remember.
I do not know.
But he had a beard, right?
I gotta Google it. Hold on.
Yeah. So you know who I think of when I think of beard? Grizzly Adams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's who
the go-to guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So like a beard to me is like either the guys from ZZ Top or Grizzly Adams, and Tom Selleck is the mustache. Oh, you know what else I was thinking of? I saw this the other day when I was doing some research. Errol Flynn.
Oh yeah, he had that thinner mustache. He's an actor back from the 1930s or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So here's another name I'll give you. You probably haven't heard of this guy. So he was a serial killer in Chicago back in the 1800s. No, I'm serious. His name was H.H. Holmes.
Wait. Which I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
He was a serial killer in Chicago from the 1800s. His name was H.H. Holmes.
Oh yeah, H.H. Holmes, dude. Okay.
He had that big, thick mustache, I believe. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So my facial hair club, the Murder City Facial Hair Crew.
Yeah, see?
The reason one of the reasons we're called Murder City is because when we formed, Detroit was still known as the Murder City.
Of course, yeah.
Now I believe you guys kind of took that.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we have way more murders than you do.
Yeah, you stole that from us.
Okay.
Which is fine. But we also, every year, release a T-shirt with a different serial killer on it.
Okay.
And H.H. Holmes was one of our first ones we did.
How about that?
Yeah.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an impressive mustache. If you ever Google him.
He did.
Yeah. Devil in the White City, the book Devil in the White City. Yeah.
Great book.
Yeah, one of my favorite books of all time. All right, what about...
They're supposed to be making a movie of it. Sorry.
No,
They were. Yeah, Scorsese was supposed to be directing it, but I don't know. I don't think it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but...
Oh, that's all right. You know what? Netflix will make a series out of it. It'll be fine. What about a Burt Reynolds? Do you guys have like any category where Burt Reynolds would... Because, I mean, that was a mustache.
Yeah, he had a kind of mustache.
That many people
Reynolds,
sat on.
Yeah.
Yes, Burt Reynolds in the the Playgirl where he's
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be natural mustache category as well.
All right, I'm just looking at some of these. Frank Zappa.
Well, I don't know what his facial hair looks like. Well, I know Frank Zappa,
no.
but I don't.
All right,
he had the little goatee, right? His little goatee and the kind of.
I'm looking at some of these Yosemite Sam.
So that's a mustache with a soul patch. We actually don't have a soul patch category. We should probably.
Yeah, that's right. He has a soul patch. Yeah, he has a soul patch. There you go.
And I'm a genius. Thank you very much.
We are, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna this year because I've already got everything set in stone. The tickets are not.
All right,
I'm not changing anything.
All right, so let's do this. September 21st, the weekend in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
How do people get tickets? How do they show up? What do they need so that they can check all this out and just kind of hang out and have a good time?
Okay, so greatamericabmc.org. Go there. There's plenty of ticket buttons on there. That's going to take you to access to purchase your tickets. If you just want to watch and you don't want to compete, just go to purchase tickets. It's going to get you a spectator ticket. It's $20, and you're good for all day. Now, if you want to compete, you're going to go through, you're going to find your category that you want to compete in, and you're going to purchase that ticket. So you're going to, I believe it actually says register on there, but I'll just go to the site so I can be sure, not give out false information. So yeah, if you click on registration and tickets, go to say Go T Natural, go to buy offer.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at this. Oh my God, this is so insane.
Yep, and then all competitor tickets. If you buy your ticket by August, or by the end of August, your ticket comes with a free T-shirt, a competitor shirt. It's also going to come with like a swag bag. So you're going to choose your shirt size, and you hit continue, and you're going to check out, right? And that gets you all registered. You still have to come to the registration on Friday night or first thing in the morning on Saturday at the event. The doors open at 9 a.m. for the Great American on the 21st. The actual event starts at 10 a.m. and it's going to go until 9 p.m. So it's a long day.
Yeah.
There's going to be food. We've got El Dojo tacos coming to cater the event.
Nice.
And there's going to be plenty of alcohol.
Yes.
And there will be Faygo beverages there. I was assured that. I spoke with Fago to make sure.
Oh man! So one of our guests, big time author Scott Sigler, he is Detroit. He's from Detroit, Michigan. He's a big Detroit Lions fan. He is the biggest Fago fan ever in the world.
Yeah.
I think he posts it once a week. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I've ever had it. Yeah, don't know if I've ever had it, but
come on, you got to try some Rock and Rye. It's great. And you know what? Toss it with some ice cream. Hold up. Have you had a Boston Cooler? I'm switching the subject. But
no, I have no idea what that is. What is that?
Explain that.
So a Boston Cooler is vanilla ice cream with Verner's. Do you know what Verner's is?
Is that ginger ale?
Yes, the best pop in the world.
Wait, so you're talking about making like a root beer float, but like a ginger ale float?
Yeah, but Verner's is way better than any other ginger ale. It tastes just like it's got a distinct flavor. You got to try it. It's barrel aged. It's got a little bit of like vanilla in it or something. It's fucking delicious. Yeah, sounds Sorry, I don't know. Am I allowed to swear?
No, you absolutely cannot. All right, hold on, Ted. Cancel this fucking show.
Okay.
All right, and no more of this.
Screw this.
Good. I'm glad I can because I honestly I usually curse like a sailor.
Yeah.
I have to watch myself at work.
Actually, you know what? My uncle was a sailor.
I've been
reprimanded.
Never swore. I've been reprimanded before.
Is that weird?
Yeah. No. My mother cursed like a sailor. God bless her. So yeah, I mean, she can teach you some words that you didn't even think were possible.
Hold on,
we'll talk about
that. She just knew a lot of sailors. She just knew a lot of sailors. So that's a big thing.
Where are you going?
All right, Brad. Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny. Is there a Lions game that weekend that you guys are doing that? Any ideas? Because we've been down to
Taylor, Michigan.
Yeah, we've been down to Detroit.
Yeah, we saw a Lions game a couple years ago.
Lions games because the Bears suck.
Yeah,
and yeah, so that might be a big weekend. Go check out the beard and mustache competition.
I would definitely check that out.
And then
I know there's no Tigers game that weekend.
That's right. Baseball sucks. Everybody hates baseball.
Whoa! No, that is.
He's just projecting his White Sox frustration. So
yeah,
just ignore him.
I'm very angry. Since 2005, every year has been the worst year of my life since that.
Well, at least you saw one World Series, so
yeah.
Dude, I'm not finding the schedule.
That's all right. I mean, it's still a good time. Detroit's a good time.
It's fun.
Dude, it's the greatest city on the planet. I know you guys are from Chicago. Chicago's cool. I do like Chicago, but Detroit really is the greatest city on the planet.
I love the pizza.
Yeah,
the
Detroit style pizza.
Yeah, that was really good. Man.
You got to get Louis.
Yes, it is out of. I love that. Yeah. It is out of this world. Yeah. Absolutely out of this world.
Yep.
It's my favorite. So actually, if you follow Murder City or the Alliance on Instagram or Facebook, we're posting pretty much every week, sometimes more, about either the event or Detroit itself, because we're bringing in people from all over North America and all over the world, actually. Because we've had people come from Japan, in Germany, and all over for Great American, and we're expecting the same, maybe more this year. So we're posting all the great things about Detroit, from food to museums to just whatever you can get into in the city. And actually our host hotel is the Motor City Casino, which is within walking distance to the venue at the Masonic. So it's going to be a good time, man.
Yeah.
Like a really good time.
Dude, it just sounds like an absolute blast. All right.
Sure.
I could see us swinging down there and doing that.
It's only 5 hours.
There's going to be plenty of after parties.
Yeah.
Barcade, one of our sponsors, we're going to have one of our after parties there. It's a arcade / bar.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you probably know that.
Yeah. Okay, you had me at drinking, then playing video games on top of it.
Yeah,
you get to play Frogger and Donkey Kong.
And they have food.
Yeah, wow.
You know what? Food's overrated. I have to be 100% honest with you. I mean, isn't beer kind of food?
So I don't drink, actually, but I like ginger beer.
Okay, so Brad, I will tell you this. Beer is better than food. Yeah.
Right. I disagree, but that's fine.
All right, listen.
I'm a big fan of food.
No, we all love food.
We all love food? Who said we all love food?
Certain foods.
Yeah.
Yo, do you guys like tacos? Do you like
fish tacos. Yeah, I love tacos, burritos. All that stuff is great.
You know, Detroit has a whole Mexican town, right? Like Southwest Detroit is the Mexican town. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best tacos, north of Texas.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Any particular place that you like more than others?
I'm a big fan of Senor Lopez, which is a restaurant there that I used to live across the street from. Mi Pueblo's great. El Taqueria de El Rey is great. If you want What kind of food? So not Salvadorian food, but Venezuelan food.
Right.
Then go to El Rey de las Arepas. They actually feed the Detroit Tigers every year before opening day.
Oh wow, okay.
It's
yeah,
a little
pretty
hole in
cool.
the wall, but so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those are the best places, right? The ones with the hole in the wall. Those are the best.
Exactly. Yeah, they're my
man.
favorites.
Yep. All right.
So if I'm getting sushi or tacos, I'm going to a hole in the
Now I'm
wall.
getting hungry.
But
That
sorry,
is
I'm
awesome.
sorry
No, that's all right. Brad, thank you so much for being on, man.
Yep.
We appreciate it. You know what? We'll touch base a little beforehand,
Cool.
and we'll just have you on. Make sure you can, kind of push the competition and see if we can't get, maybe a couple 100,000 people there. Like a Detroit Lions. No, we'll just outdraw the Lions. That's going to be the theme of the thing.
We got to draw the Sox. Let's start with the Sox first because they don't have any.
I think the Sox had 200. I actually think the Sox had 200 people at their game today. I'm not even messing with you. It was terrible. No, it was. It was a doubleheader. Yeah, dude. It is as bad. It is as bad as you could possibly imagine. It is. It really is.
Depressing.
All right, man. Good luck with everything. Hopefully, we'll be down there, and we'll touch base and have you come on and just to make sure that everybody can see it right beforehand. All right.
Sweet. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank
No
you, brother.
problem, man.
Take care, man.
Right, take it easy,
All right,
Brad.
Have a great week.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Oh man, dude, is that?
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm telling you, man. How much fun would that be for everybody? If you're into that, I'm telling you, that's the Olympics for beards, right?
And just on a side note, I do like the vibe. I mean, Detroit, obviously, as you know, it's experienced a renaissance over the years. From say like 10 years ago. So yeah, Detroit's a really cool town. It's got a great vibe to it, like great food. You're actually by Windsor, Ontario. I mean, it's just
we had a blast.
It's just
we
a
went
real
there,
cool area.
Yeah, we went there 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, the Detroit Lions Stadium is spectacular. Perfect temperature in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's inside. Yeah, that was really cool. All right, so here's I'll give you some things, Teddy, that I didn't get a chance to mention to Brad. Check this out. There are people that are paying $8,500 for a facial hair transplant.
Yeah, before you tell me what you're about to tell me, those people who are, I think they're paying, it's like an elective surgery, but it's really painful. So there's men, it's mostly men, paying to elongate their femurs to like basically add a few inches to their height. No, I'm serious. So they basically, I don't know what they do, but I'm saying, because it makes them more socially, I guess, desirable to women. But yeah, so why are the men doing that facially? I never heard of that before. Facial
hair transplant.
No. So that's instead of like
basically it's $8,500 for I guess to put
it's permanent.
Yeah, I guess to put
plugs,
get a beard.
Plugs, I mean,
to get a beard, not hair on your head.
Yeah,
to get a beard.
Well, I mean, some people, if you really want a beard really bad, but some guys can't grow a beard. They're not fortunate enough. So yeah, so I could see.
Are you making fun of me right now?
Well, you don't necessarily want a beard, but yeah, I mean, if there's a guy who really
kidding me?
If there's a guy who desired a long beard or like a full beard,
Ted, if I could grow a beard right now,
yeah,
you know how much more of a man I would be. Yeah, absolutely. No, okay. So here, this is weird. Are you ready for this? 48% of Americans think that bearded men are better with money.
I didn't know that.
Wait, how does having a beard equate anything to having money?
Maybe they think they're more distinguished because maybe a beard makes you look more distinguished.
Ooh, okay.
So distinguished is kind of code for financially responsible, well-to-do in life, so to speak. So yeah, I can kind of see that correlation or just that initial impression.
No, I could see that. Okay, you ready for this? 33% of Americans have a beard right now.
Well, I didn't know that.
55% of people in the world have a beard.
I know, like, obviously those Middle Eastern countries, like, I think all the men have beards and mustaches, right? Like, when you look at something like out of, like, Iran or Iraq, I mean, everyone has facial hair, right? There's, like, you don't really see too many men that are clean-shaven. Most men.
Right. So it goes along with virility.
Yeah.
And manliness. Yeah. That's why they have that.
And so the funny thing is, I don't know if you knew this, but I was reading this a long time ago. I guess, like, in Iran or one of those Middle Eastern countries, if you want to, like, insult somebody, you say, and we think it's funny, but the guy says, "I curse your mustache." That's actually like a real thing, but I guess that's like a really big insult to them out there. So yeah, to us it's comical, but
no, it's kind of funny. So in Japan, 29% of Japanese men who work are allowed to have facial hair. Yeah, so you're not actually allowed in Japan. Most of the people, like 70% of the people, aren't allowed to have facial hair if they have a professional kind of job.
Yeah, and plus, I think I don't know what the ethnicity, but I mean, it seems like they'd be less conducive to growing facial hair, like some of those Asian countries. Like when I was in Southeast Asia, I rarely saw anybody with like the men with any facial hair because they just looked like they couldn't even grow facial hair. be honest with you.
I think it was, if it's that hot.
Yeah, I suppose.
But hold on though. But people in Iraq and Iran, they live in a desert where it's super hot. And they have beards.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's a genetic thing. Well, here's another. I actually read this study a long time ago. So a woman. You're gonna think this is funny. A woman who's like not ovulating, but looking for like a one night stand. Like if she just wants to go out on the quote unquote on the prowl. If she's more inclined to have a one night stand with a guy with facial hair, because like you said, that represents masculinity, kind of like, the dangerous, the bad boy look versus, but if she wants to settle down with like quote unquote the safe guy, she'll go with the clean shaven guy.
All right. So if that's the case, then Ted, I need to borrow $8,500, please.
Oh, I was just gonna take a black Sharpie and just draw a mustache on you.
No, isn't that what Groucho Marx, didn't he draw? Didn't he have? Who am I thinking of? That
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, they had that drawn on there. Okay. Yeah. The first championships for facial hair started right around the 1970s, but it didn't become popular till the 1990s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, times perceptions change, just like fads. Things change over time. So things that but look at the 1800s. I mean, most of the guys who wore the derby hats had luxurious mustaches, right? And that kind of fell by the wayside. And now it's kind of making a comeback. It's kind of like the retro look is coming back. Right. So. And
in the early 1980s in America, facial hair became unprofessional. So if you had a professional style job, I don't know. I don't know, whatever a professional job is.
President of the United States?
Yes.
Well, look at
having a beard.
Yeah, well, look at the president's throughout history, like Rutherford B. Hayes. Like, look at all the Ulysses Grant. Look at the presidents with facial hair versus the ones that don't. Like the last few presidents we had, none of them have facial hair, right? Everyone's clean shaven. Who's the last president that had like a full mustache or beard? Probably something from like.
That's way back in the day.
Teddy Roosevelt, nice mustache. That's when men were men.
Oh, there's a picture. Yeah. There's a picture of Teddy Roosevelt. Where is it? There's a picture of Teddy Roosevelt standing next to a triceratops that he allegedly killed. And I can tell you right now that picture, Ted, is fake.
Yeah.
That picture is fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's so funny that I saw that. I got a little note right here.
That's funny.
It says, picture of Teddy Roosevelt hunting and killing a triceratops is fake. I needed to write down for me. I needed to write down is fake at the end.
Maybe
so that I knew.
Maybe it was actually a rhinoceros or something. So
no, I don't know.
I don't know if he was a big game hunter, but yeah, he was he was a back in the day he was a boxer. He was living in Teddy. You heard Teddy Roosevelt in the Rough Riders. Spanish American War. Yeah, so he was.
I thought that was he didn't wear a condom.
Oh,
that's not what that was.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. I honestly don't even know. All right, let's put this thing to bed. Man, you know what? I miss Mark.
Yeah, I got a little separation anxiety. So.
Yeah, I do. I mean, his beard would have been perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like the man with the best beard just happened to not be here on the beard night.
Yeah, and it's always very well trimmed too.
Yeah, it is.
So if there's like a category for just like a beard, but there's like very well trimmed, like your own, would be good because I think he does it himself.
Yeah.
If there's a category for like trimming your own beard and just making it nice, not as opposed to a professional.
Yeah.
I think he could win.
I think he'd be up there. He would definitely go deep into the competition, in my opinion. So
he would go deep. He would go deep. So we got a lot of things to do this summer. You realize summer's coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot sauces, beards, Bigfoot. We got to get over there.
Yeah.
Giant balls of thread. There's a lot of shit that we need to do.
Yes.
This summer. So
sure.
I need you to start thinking about prioritizing.
Okay.
What are you making that face for?
Yeah,
you got to start prioritizing. Yeah, you got to. Oh, that's how you do it. You make it. You make a face like you're taking a shit.
Oh, that's Mark's job tonight.
Oh, dude, I thought we were not going to mention that he is literally probably sitting on the toilet right now.
He's probably all emptied out at this point, so he's probably just resting comfortably.
Really? How long does it take? You did a colonoscopy. It takes a long time to empty out. When you think there's nothing left.
Yeah, when you take that Omniprep, but it comes
there's
out.
Something left.
It comes out fast and furious and intense.
You know what? That's
and often.
Most of those Fast and Furious movies remind me of taking a shit.
Yeah.
They remind me of that Omniprep stuff. All right, Teddy, last thoughts.
I enjoyed our guest tonight. I wish I had the ability to grow a full beard or mustache. I'll just have to admire, the ones who do from afar. In a non-stalker way, of course. So just clarify
you just have to buy a $20 ticket, and you can admire like 300 people.
Or $8,500, and I can just implant it on
your
myself.
own. Yeah, no, Teddy, unless you have $17,000, I need $8,500 from you as soon as possible, sir. All right, yeah. So listen, I love unique things. And as soon as I saw this Great American Beard and Mustache competition,
cool.
I just knew that was such a fun and unique thing. Our best wishes go out to Mark, right? And we hope that it's over.
Godspeed. Good luck.
No, Godspeed. That sounds like it's going to come out worse. Yeah. Listen, we love it. Keep listening. Hopefully Mark will be better. If not, I have a very long. What we can do is I have a very long extension cord for the microphone, and if it sounds like he's in a very echoey place, it's just because the microphone is all messed up. All right, keep listening. Enjoy. You know what? Tell 2 friends. And they can tell 2 friends.
Like a PERT commercial.
And so on. and so on. Yeah. Join us on social media, Instagram, TikTok. We're not really on X anymore. I really have no interest in being on Twitter.
You mean the former Twitter?
Yeah. I really have no interest. It seems weird and extreme.
Twitter's becoming like the new MySpace, right? They just kind of fallen by the wayside, right?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. But check out our website, voteforted.com. Keep hitting us up with everything. Keep sending in the awesome Ted's tips. You know what? If I said that the more ridiculous they are, the more likely you are to get on. Maybe that'll get people to send in really ridiculous stuff.
We shall see.
And enjoy. Thanks, man.